What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to On the Beach Repeat, the hobby along series that you put on in the background whilst you do your painting, building, whatever it is hobby related for your projects. We just hobby together, talk about stuff, and yeah, this is just the format I enjoy doing it in. I find it very relaxing and peaceful. Talk about, different things that's going on, hobby stuff, other stuff, anything else I can think of. So without further ado, make sure you've got your glues, your brushes, your paints, whatever it is you need for your hobbying ready, your workstation, tea, coffee, whatever. I've got big coffee today because it's earlier in the morning. I'll explain more about that later. And let's get going to the bench. Right, so here we are. And I'm going to show you this. I'm not going to do it now, but look at these wooden jetties I ordered and got. Bought them from eBay. Although that said, TT Combat, which is made in Cornwall, which funnily enough is near where I used to live in Plymouth, so down the other end of the country again. I got it from a seller I use quite regularly on eBay. Quite a trusted seller. Funnily enough, I've got a few MDF projects, on the back burner. For now, I'm gonna pop it in with those. I've got a hunting lodge to build, which I'm quite excited about as well. And I want to order some street steps and streetways. That's all going to be for my role-playing escapades. But anyway, yeah, I just want to show you that. So I'm quite excited about it. I have quite a fond love for the MDF terrain. There's just something about it I really like and enjoy. I'm not the biggest fan of putting them together, but there you go. You can usually work it out from the shapes, and you don't get like part numbers or anything on a sprue. And instructions are available there. It says you can go to TT Combat. I like reading them off of like a sheet or booklet. That's just me. I've never had an issue building them. I'm not the hugest fan of doing it, but yeah, like I say, I can usually work out which bits go where. And this is just not terribly complicated at all, is it? But just making sure I get the right bits for the right thing. And what I'll do is I'll take all the bits out and then see what I've got, and then build them accordingly. She's got some perfect ones there, and some not so perfect, and so on. But yeah, it's going to be good for my role playing. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. So on with the bench work then, and currently all the miniatures I had on my bench are on my other bench, because I got a little bit of paint on each of them. That's what I wanted to achieve, and so that's what we're going to carry on with. That's the ethos we're going to be applying to this whole venture here. Right, yeah, so this like halfling chappie, this halfling adventurer, I want to put something on his base. Although we could do with a wash. I don't know where to go with the base. Wash on his jacket, or some work on his like arrow quiver. I'm going to do his base because that's something, and I don't need to think about it too much. So there he is. Yeah, I'll zoom in a bit more. I don't want to zoom in too much though, because I struggle with getting things on camera. So I'm going to use my standard Steel Legion drab for my base rim, completely unwatered down. I'm just gonna dive right in there. Glasses on, and start applying it. So the weather has turned a little bit cooler today, this morning I noticed, and as I said in the beginning of the video, it's earlier in the morning. The reason for that is, obviously with Dylan, he gets up at about 5 o'clock. He's up and he's ready to go, you know. And you know, we take him for a walk then, so we're up and ready to go. So in the future, it could be I'm making videos before I go to work. I mean, I prefer the later nights, but at the same time, it looks like their late nights are a thing of the past, at least for the moment, for the time being. Actually, I might do his quiver in that colour as well. Yeah. It wouldn't hurt, would it? Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, so early mornings, here we come. Funnily, throughout my life, I've always ended up being awake early with jobs and different things, you know. Different jobs I've had, they always gravitated towards early starts. Earlier starting than ever these days. Right, so that's enough paint on him for that miniature. For now, I'm happy with that. So he's back on the main bench. Back on the main bench, yes. Ooh. Next miniature. Here we have another miniature that needs a base from doing. This is one of the Ralpatha ones. I've had on here for like ever, it seems, but that's all right. Dragon Quest was the game, a box game, which is one of those games I got for my retirement, and it came with a load of plastic miniatures, but at the same time it gave me the metal equivalents, which I don't know if they're rare or not, I don't know, but anyway, I've got this one is a metal miniature, the one I'm doing here now. I'll be honest, the plastic models, the details are a little soft, so I'm not breaking my back to paint those to a really high standard. I'm just getting paint on them just for the game, you know. Oh, hearing my dog. I think my wife's gone down to him, or the post has arrived. Either way, my dog is alert. I think it's post or a delivery of some description. Right, so that's some paint on him. That's the second miniature. Like I say, I've said before, it doesn't matter how insignificant the paint is that you're putting on said model. There's another one, like, you know, just get the paint, just get a little bit of paint on there, and that's it. I'm going to do the rim of his base as well, because I'm just in the zone for doing it. Feels like you're doing more than... I know I should do the dry brushing on his base first, because it's a lighter colour, but I don't want to go over the edge. But I think if I'm careful, I'll be okay. Or I might not even bother, because he's like a carrion crawler under the ground. But then again, he has come above ground. I don't know. Don't know. But this is a miniature I'm going to be probably utilising more on a dungeon crawl. Or if I go old school D&D, like play a really old version, like first or second edition D&D game. That's the beauty of solo role-playing, by the way. I can play any edition I want, any game I want, any scenario I want, you know, any system I want, and the only person that has to agree to it all is me. Anybody else for base work? Yeah, him. Another real powerful one. That's alright. Get him on there. Right. So it feels like we're doing quite good work right now. We're kind of ploughing through the pile, just getting some paint on there. I really don't want to add anything to my desk or bench until I've done these, or done most of them at least. So yeah, it could be that I end up doing this type of video early morning rather than later in the evening, because these days getting up at 5, I'm looking to be in bed sort of 7:30, you know, and I'm absolutely shattered at that point in time. There we go, that's another one. Yeah, that's going to be it for that type of paint. Right, so I'll work out what I'm going to do next and what colour. Okay. Righty on. Aha, some priming we can do here. Things like priming, nice and easy, you know. I enjoy that. It lends itself well to a paint along video if you've got lots of priming to do. I mean, I don't have lots of priming to do, but just priming in general is quite a good task, because it's not the most interesting in doing it this way. It's just easier, I find. Right, so just a bit of a naffy old brush will do for this. So these are like cages or whatever, what have you. Some are metal, some are wooden. They came with my fighting pit, actually. Just to keep prisoners in, I guess. Yeah, that's that. See, this is going on pretty quickly. Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it's cooler today. It's been strange weather lately. It's like hot one day and sunny, and then it can be rainy the next. It's like weird. Weird. I wish it would. I wish we could have another like hot blast sun and that. Like, feel like we've had a summer. Really not a very good summer, I don't think. Very disappointing. Been to the beach, obviously, but not as much as last year. I haven't even been able to go paddleboarding or anything. Not that I go paddleboarding, but my wife likes to. But the weather just hasn't lent itself to that. I mean, you need, when you're not like a veteran paddleboarder, you need pretty calm waters for it. I mean, could go onto a river and do it, I suppose. We've thought about that. That might be easier in the long run. We may end up doing that. I don't know yet. Okay. It's like a female fighter. I'm thinking of a wash for the tunic. I'm thinking of it like a sepia wash. I'll see what I've got. See what I've got in my washes here. I've got a mid-brown wash. That might do. Mid-brown. I've got a light tone. Yeah, I think the light tone, that'll be better. Yes. So no need to look further. I'm gonna go with I'll be paint a quick shade, light tone, and see how that stands up. Holds up, I should say. Okay, put some on my palette. Find a brush that's suitable. Not too big, not too small. Hello, mister. My cat's wanting to go out. Just looking for a suitable brush right now with which to apply it. Well, I think the one I used for the bases will do fine. Okay. Right, okay. I can always do a dry brush over the top later, then to do some highlights, maybe. Yeah, I like that. Like that a lot. Good. And I've once again I've used way too much on the palette. I'll try pop it back into the bottle, just putting it, soaking it up with the brush, popping it back. Today is Thursday, and quite often on a Thursday, not every week, but I suppose more often than not, we end up getting fish and chips from our local chip shop for tea. We didn't do it last week. I must say I'm looking forward to it this week. Quite a bit. I do enjoy that. And Lucian, our cat, he enjoys it too, because he always has a bit of fish as well. Yeah, that light tone wash is very, very good. Got a mid-tone one as well, as I showed you earlier, but I think that would have been too dark for the miniature. As it is, I think it turned out quite well. I'll have a sip of coffee. I may end up having to let my cat out at some point. Next miniature I'm going to look at is probably this Minotaur. Okay. Nice coffee. Now I want to paint the ball on the end of the mace. do I want it to be metal? Yeah, maybe. Why not? Why not? So I want a null oil. Not a null oil. What am I talking about? I want a lead belcher or gunmetal, something of that nature. Because I don't want to do non-metallic metal. If I want metal, I'll paint it metal, for goodness sake. Just gotta find. Gotta find my null oil wherever it is. I wonder if it's out somewhere. I don't think so. Or gunmetal will do just as good. Iron breaker, no, I don't think so. Lead belcher, but that's a new one. Oily steel, no, I don't think so. Ah, there we go, lead belcher that's been opened. God, that was a faff. That was the reason I was having trouble looking at it. Well, normally lead belcher, because it's such a common one I use, is normally at the front of my drawer. But it was right at the back, so I'm going to have to shake this on the electric paint shaker for a minute. Not a minute in time, but just a moment. Hang on. Nearly done. Yeah, I like to use that particularly when I haven't used the colour for a while, because yeah, they can dry out, they can clog up, get clumpy. Whereas this is nicely shaken. Okay. I'm going to use this area here. Okay. Now, I want to thin it down, so what am I going to use here? Not Decal Fix. Thinners, I need. Not plastic putty either. Oh, where's my thinners? Right, Lucian. Where am I? Where is my paint? Goodness sake, airbrush thinner. Here we go. This isn't the one. This isn't the airbrush thinner I wanted to use. My cat's up on my other desk, by the way. He tends to do that these days. He kind of thinks that it is right. Ah, here we go. I knew it was here. Just oh, would you Adam and Eve it? All that, and it's empty anyway. Oh, into the bin. Fine. We will then use the new one. Okay. Just a drop, that's all I wanted. One drop. Okay, there we go. Wash that brush out. Obviously in the other pot. I have a separate pot for metallics. There we go. There's my regiment brush. Can use my regiment. You right there, Lucian? Lucian is on my other desk. It's quite hilarious. I might show you in a minute. Yeah, get the. Yeah, I think this ball on the end, this mace thing, it's more likely to be metallic than stone. But I feel you could paint it either way. It's got like divots in it, which it would have if it was stone or metal, I feel. That's just my feeling. I may end up putting some, like, do like a dry, like a crusted blood on the divots or something, or some of the areas of the mace, because he's not going to be particularly bothered about cleaning it off or anything. It's just his weapon to destroy with. And being a Minotaur, I don't suppose he's that bothered about it. Yeah, there we go. A nice layer of lead belcher, which I think is the right choice for this, that particular one. Okay. He does have an area. He does have like a shoulder, bit of shoulder armor. I think I'd rather go bronze with that though. But does anyone else have anything they could use normal? Oh, not normal. Lead belcher. I don't think so. No. I think we're all kind of done in that department. That said, there is a figure here. She's holding a gun in her hand. Yeah, I'm gonna get a small. I'm gonna swap out to a smaller brush and paint the gun. Sometimes I like doing guns black. Sometimes I like doing them like just in metal. That one's a bit too small. How about that brush here? That'd be better. Right. Okay. Yeah, it's like a, I don't know, cyberpunky type miniature here. 32mm, I believe. 3D printed. Could be used for cyberpunk. Could be used for Alien. Could be used for Blade Runner. Could be used for any of the World of Darkness games, really. You know, vampire, werewolf, mage. Yeah. It's alright, I just need to look at a certain angle on here. I find one of the biggest criticisms I get ever is that, oh, you just see the back of your hands like this, you know, rather than the miniature. But two things I say to that. Well, one is the videos, the paint along videos, are not really designed to be showcasing what I'm doing, just more what I'm saying, just to keep a background, like a white noise almost. Sometimes silence even. It's just a calming effect. And the other thing is, have you ever tried doing it? It's not easy. Talking and painting and staying on camera at the same time. It's just not easy. Right, 33 minutes in. That's good. We're over the halfway mark. I feel it might be a good place to show you Lucian. Can you... can you see him? I don't know. I'm trying to... yeah. Zoom out. See him now? On my other bench. Yeah. Owning it. Right. Looking at what to do next. I could have used that light tone on this miniature. His robes or his tunic. But I do need to do the straps around his waist first. So I need another brown. I'll go with a darker brown if I can. Armour brown. It's an airbrush paint really, but I'll which means it's an airbrush paint, which means it's thinner, which means I won't really need to fit it down. But it also means if I put it on my electric paint shaker, it will mix really well. So 2 ticks. There we go. Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna pop that one over there because I want to put it back in a sec. Okay, I'm gonna do the brown or the leather straps across his midsection here. Yeah, gone over slightly on one side. I feel that the wash will disguise that somewhat. Paint these. Yeah, washes hide a multitude of sins in my book, and they're brilliant. That's my cat. That's Lucian. I know you want to go out, buddy, but the thing is, if I let you out, if I let him out, he's going to go downstairs, he's going to set the dog off, and then I'll have to stop the video. So yeah, well pleased with that. Yes, looking good, sir. Yeah, that came out better than I was hoping. Okay. Next, this is one where I want to put some Nuln Oil. Oh. And do well, I want to put some Nuln Oil on the base, which I will, but I've also seen a sword scabbard, which I'm going to paint with this brown I was just using, which is handy. I like it when it works out that way. So what else is going on with me? Not a lot. My mum's trying to settle into her nursing home. Takes a few days apparently to really settle in. So I might give her a few days before I go to visit, make sure she's settled. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. That's good. That's good. Some more sort of dark leather. I like that. But as I was going to say, Nuln Oil. Is there anyone else that needs Nuln Oil on their base? Well, this Shark Man does. But I'd rather paint. I think I'd rather paint his blues, or not his blues, his greys, his light greys. So I think we're going to do that. So this will be the final miniature. So mixing a paint. There we go. Here we go. There we are. Bit of water. Then we're in good shape. And then we're on the last stretch, folks. That isn't bad. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 miniatures, 13 including this one that I'll have done work on. Well, that seems to be about the right number. Okay. So working just on some highlights here. Shark Man. We're shark actually. It's a weird shark, and I just want to do some highlights on him. Yeah, just doing his abs. My cat really wants to go out. We're going out soon, buddy. We're going out soon. Yeah, going back to the weather thing, yeah, it's cooled down a bit today. Might have a chance of rain later. So it's probably not the best weather for hanging out the washing. Although that said, we've had some good washing weather of late. Lucian. Gotta get him to stop scratching the carpet. He's got scratching posts for that. We're nearly done here anyway. This Wireshark thing is, see, I dropped it there. Funny enough, I was about to say this Wireshark is very heavy to hold. Got to do the fins separately at some point. Well, that's looking good. I've got a crab man as well, which would fit in with the theme of the whole ocean creature theme. Yeah, I've got a crab, and he could probably pass for a weir crab. Which, yeah, why not? Why not? Hey, in a strange world, why not? There we go. You'll have a final highlight. Yeah, probably. I don't know whether to do Longbeard Grey because that's dry paint, but he's certainly going to have a lighter highlight on his skin, apart from the fins when I get around to them, which I want as more of a grey tone. But yeah, so there we go. And there is our Wireshark. Well, I'm taking my glasses off. Sorry, this is a shorter video. Well, I'm going to cut back to me. So thank you ever so much for painting along with me there. I'm going to have to cut it short because for two reasons. One, the cat needs to go out, and three, I need to go and check on Dylan, make sure he's okay and everything's all right downstairs, etc. And what I find happens in the past, yes, I could stop the video or just let it go and edit it out, but I always find when in those instances when I come back, I'm no longer in the zone. I've lost my thread. I'm just not. It's not the same video almost. It's weird. It's like I can't get back into the topic of conversation or whatever it was I was talking about. I don't know. Whatever the reason is, it's a strange one. But nevertheless, I am very happy with the work I've done in this video. Very happy indeed. It's been good. I hope you've been able to get something done. I used to do a series, Painting with Pete, I think it was called, which was literally had just half-hour painting sessions, more or less. You can still, I find, you know, even in a few minutes, you can still get something done. I mean, take Chappie here. I literally just painted the straps across the front of his tunic. Even if that's all you did, or the blood on his sword, you know, even if that's all you've done, something, isn't it? It's something you won't be doing again next time, right? Well, that said, while I'm here talking to you, I'm going to get some Nuln Oil and put on the base of this halfling, because that is what I was going to do, and I ended up doing her base instead. No, doing her scabbard instead, didn't I? See, I got sidetracked, but this won't take but a moment. I can do it on this outro. So there we go. Yes, there we go. Nuln Oil. Because the thing is with washes, they take a while to dry, don't they? So I'll be ready for next time then. Nice. There, done. Job done, as they say. Well, like I say, it's the weather's not looking too hot here right now. Not looking too great. Hope it's nice where you are, or good for your whatever you want it to be. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you continue to have a great day. And I'll see you on another video. Don't forget, all brushes lead to ore. Bye for now. Bye bye.